YouTube, it's Jen.
And Brad.
And we are here with a weekly update for Lap Band.
Week 23.
No, I think it's 22.
23.
We will check that out first. Yes, many of you may be jealous. This is my bedtime look. Got my hair from the shower and my pajamas. Styling. Okay.
Jen made me put this shirt on.
Because I feel like the white undershirt with the hole in it it's just...
It's super comfy.
We're classier than that.
Super comfy.
So, yeah, classier in my pajamas. Okay, so we will start with the numbers. I started this journey at 262. Oh, I'm 5 feet 4 inches tall. Started at 262. Last week I was 207.8. This week I am 204.6 for a 3.2 pound loss.
Amazing.
I'm very happy. So,
That's
and for a
amazing.
total loss of 57.4.
Good job.
Which means that I am less than 5 pounds away from Wonderland.
And get some dancing going on.
I can see it. Get your shoes on, girls. I'm expecting some good old dancing. Yes, so close, so close, so close.
Very nice.
And you?
My name is Brad. I'm 6 feet tall. I'm an Aries. I had to put it out there. Starting weight 320. Last week 253.8. This week 253.2 for a 0.6 pound loss for a total of 66.8.
And are you okay with the 6.6 pound loss?
Oh yeah, I'm fine with it. I had a huge loss last week. I had 4.6.
Oh yeah.
So
But it has to even itself out.
a little bit. So I'm happy that it's a loss. And actually, so I'm going to veer off track for a second.
Go.
This is not on the list of things to talk about. I was mulling this over last night as I was falling asleep.
Pause. I'm sure I'm going to hear about this the same time as you are. I have no idea what he's going to say. He's probably going to say something profound that he never shares with me. He only shares when the YouTube camera light is on.
No, I was just thinking about, we've not really come out and said what our goal is.
I thought we did. In our January 1st video. Or our December 31st, no?
No, we said we had goals for 2013, but we didn't say what our goal weight was.
Okay.
So, like, for instance, I said my goal was, I wasn't picking a number goal, but I wanted to get into a 40 waist pant. And I wanted to be able to run a 5K.
Is that your 2013 goal?
Those are my
or your
2013
real goals?
Those are my goals for 2013.
Okay.
And so, for instance, I'm C to 5K'ing along. I'm on week 8, day 2. I'm kicking its butt. I love it. And we're already starting to look into, and we've been asking some folks about different 5Ks in the area. There was one we were told about called a zombie C to 5K, a zombie 5K. I looked into that one online. I don't know if I'm a big fan of that one because it's like through the woods in the wilderness and there's zombies chasing
you.
So,
although that does probably inspire you to run a little faster.
It does, but so I'm finding out more that there's like 5Ks that are fun 5Ks, and then there's 5Ks that are like serious, all you do is run 5Ks.
And you're going to do a fun one first, right?
Probably. But it got me thinking about goal and weight, and because, you know, we've seen videos of a few people who have made it to Wonderland already, and I didn't know if you had a goal number in mind.
I actually have 2 goal numbers in mind. My realistic goal number and my reaching for the stars goal number.
Do you want to share them?
Sure.
Okay.
My realistic goal number is 160 because I got down to 162 or 163 in Weight Watchers. So 160 is definitely, I think, realistic.
Okay.
But my real, like, superstar, I really want this goal, would be 145 because that would put me at a normal BMI.
Very nice.
But I don't know if 145 would be like when I was in high school. So, will I get there? I don't know. But if you don't dream big, then you're never gonna accomplish anything. So I'm hoping. Fingers crossed. And yours?
I think we talked about this a little bit. My goal, so my kind of realistic goal is 195, and then my slightly more aspirational is 190. That way, I'm in a range where, say, that 5+ or so pounds is a good range for me to be in. So, and then I was contemplating, well, how long would it take to get to that?
Mm-hmm.
And knowing that this is week 23, and I'm at 66.8, it is very reasonable to conceive that I can get there by the end of this year.
Wait a minute. I gotta do math here. So you're at 253.
Uh-huh.
And so you could lose...
So if I want to get to 195, say,
okay,
that would be another 58.2 pounds.
58 pounds, and how much is left of the year?
29 weeks, which would mean 2 pounds a week.
That is absolutely possible.
It is. I mean, that means and so it was one of those things I was thinking about where, yeah, that's very doable. If you look at kind of what I'm averaging now, for the most part, it's working out. But it means staying committed. To get 2 pounds, I mean, I only did 0.6 this week. To do 2 pounds a week for 29 straight weeks is a level of commitment for me.
That is really... I just wouldn't be upset if you didn't get it that
time. And I'm
before.
not, but it's one of those things where I think about, well, why wouldn't I make that commitment? I mean, I made the ultimate commitment of getting a lap band. And at that point, the lap band is just the tool. It then becomes me making the smart decisions. I could say, you know what, I'll get there eventually. It's okay if I eat cake. I'll get there eventually. It's okay if I'm not really striving to stay within my calorie range on MyFitnessPal. It's okay. I'll get there eventually. I don't really need to work out at least 4 days a week. So it just kind of got me thinking about that accountability part, and it's really on me. I could say, you know what, I never thought I'd weigh 253.2 pounds again and just be happy and stop there. But that's not why I got a lap band. I want to get down to 195 and possibly 190. So I thought about coming on and making this video, making some kind of big proclamation or an ultimatum. But I don't want to do that just yet, because a lot of it is a mental game. And to say, well, if I'm going to be at this weight by this date, and if I'm not, what is the ramification or implications to me of not meeting that goal? It doesn't mean I wasn't successful from the perspective of I lost weight, but I might not have gotten to a certain special number. So I guess I feel good about us putting out the fact that we have goal weights.
So can I take a little bit different of a perspective on this?
Please.
Okay. Like, for me to get to 160, which is another 45 pounds, that is probably doable by the end of the year. But I don't want... So far, for the last 22 weeks, losing weight has been not bad. It's not... I don't feel like I'm dieting. I don't feel like I'm restricted in any way at all, other than the new habits I've imposed in my life. And I don't see those as restrictions, because I see those as lifetime commitments. So, I don't want to work extra hard to get it by December 31st, because then I will start resenting the journey, and I will start thinking of it as a diet. And if it takes me till January or February to hit 160, like, that's fine with me, because I like that it's not work for, I mean, it's work, it's hard work, absolutely, but it's not work in the sense of, I hate this, when is this going to be over, this is so hard. I'm trying to make this be the life I'm going to live every day, and so I'm not trying to do anything to get to my goal that I wouldn't want to do every other day after the goal. So I want to live my life, which means that on my birthday, I'm going to have pizza, if my band will let me have pizza. And when we go to Vienna...
But not a sandwich.
Not a sandwich. And when we go to Vienna, I don't want to sit here and have to worry about, okay, well, I can't mess up this week because I have to be on point to hit that 160 by December 31st. And, I don't want to live like that. I choose to live, and I've chosen to make this weight loss journey as eating the way today that I expect to eat 2 years from now.
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't ever want it to be, oh, I have to say no to this because I'm trying to hit this goal. Every day for me is like, this is what I want my life of eating to be, and and that's just my personal thing. And so I think it's great if you have a goal and you want to hit it by a certain date. I'm not in any way trying to discourage anybody. I'm just saying, for me,
Mm-hmm.
I need to take it in a way that I never resent the journey. And for me, it's good to have goals, but I'm not going to put a date that makes it.
No, and so I appreciate all that, actually. And it's good to hear that, because I have still a dieter's mentality.
Yes,
Because I've been on so many diets, and it's always been about getting to that weight, because that means you've won, you've done it. But then I never knew what to do afterwards.
But here's the...
So I really like that thought of, I want the journey to be just as enjoyable as the result. Because once you get to the result, that's still how you are going to live for the rest of your life. So I don't want to live the rest of my life feeling deprived of things. So if it takes a little bit longer, I guess it's just a mind shift.
And I think everybody... I'm sorry.
Trying to get comfortable with that.
I think people think about, I want to get to goal, I want to get to goal. But here is the sad little secret about getting to goal. Getting to goal, the process of getting to goal is probably going to be 1,000 times easier than maintaining after goal. And so it's like when you're in college and everybody's like, I want to graduate, I want to get paid, I want to go in the real world. And then you get out in the real world and you're like, oh crap. They expect me to show up at work 40 hours a week, and the money they pay me doesn't make it worth it.
And I
really
don't get summers off?
Yeah, and I don't get Christmas break. You know, in school you have to show up, 12, 15 hours a week, and you get to drink and party. So to me, I know that when you're losing weight, you have that motivation, and when you say, oh, do I want to eat this piece of cake? No, I can see I want to keep losing weight. But when you're at goal and you're just trying to maintain, it's going to be harder to say, no, I don't want to eat that cake. You're going to say, oh, I'm at goal, one piece of cake won't hurt me. So I want to make sure that the way I live before goal is exactly the same as the way I live after goal. And so I have made up my mind to not ever let this be a diet for me. There's nothing that is off limits beyond, as you all know, bread and rice, only because it hurts when it gets stuck. But if I want a piece of cake, we went for Memorial Day weekend, I had a little bit of key lime pie. Yes, not healthy in any way, shape, or form, but I wanted some of it, and so I had some of it. And so that's my thoughts on this.
Thank you.
And we didn't even think we were going to talk about that. And
no,
we've
I
taken
just throw stuff out there.
12 minutes.
So you get to the rest of your stuff.
Okay, I'll go quickly. Literally, we have 2.5 minutes. Okay, cruise information. Go contact Banded Twin, Erica, via Facebook, and she will add you to our cruise page, where we put more information about the 2014 meet and greet cruise in Tampa. Also, there's a land portion of it. Juicy. Lap Band Jesse. I contacted Dan, the travel agent, and he said he emailed you back, so it may be in your spam folder. I got my 3rd fill, or 4th fill last week.
Tuesday last week.
And, oh my gosh, I am tight. I am tight. But it's good.
Tell them how much you got.
I got 0.8, I'm up to 7.3 cc's, and it's wonderful because I am cognizant. There is nothing that is easy to eat anymore, and that's good because it makes me chew, and it makes me, I'm not so tight that I can't get food down, food is staying down, but oh my God.
A lot less food to get full.
A lot less food to get full, and it's where everybody thinks they're going to be when they come out of surgery, where you think, oh my God, if I don't chew, is the spike going to go down? And that's where I'm at now, and so because it makes me be cognizant of chewing, it makes me eat slower, which makes me get full quicker, and so it's all working. So I gotta say, I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it.
Except for
we don't have a lot of time. I know, I didn't want to talk about that because we didn't have a lot of... We'll put that on the next video. So yes, I did have a little slight complication getting there, but I'll talk about that next time because we literally have 1 minute and whatever seconds. So do your shout outs and then we will say goodbye for tonight.
Okay, 2 quick shout outs. First one, Trying to Get Fine. And the second one, Sexy Cajun. I had to say it with an accent, I'm sorry. So, Sexy Cajun and Trying to Get Fine. And, as always,
Sophia! This is the princess
sweetie.
wave in case y'all are like, what is she doing? Is that a weird dance? So, we love you guys. We hope you have a wonderful week. Sorry we talked so long. My gosh. We've got to press that button soon. So, have a great week. Hope everybody loses, and we will talk to you next time.
Take care.